Oh, son, you're lost.
Sort of. I think I should be over there somewhere.
You're not up here on your own, are you?
I'm with the school. We're doing this kind of quiz thing. I kind of wandered off and lost the others. I'm in big trouble when I get back.
Let me guess. You came in a minibus and it's parked in a lay-by, right?
Yeah, but...
Fantastic view from here, isn't it? You can see everything. Don't worry, I'll get you back.
Who are you?
I'm the keeper.
The keeper? What's a keeper? What do you keep?
You see all this land out here? This is my patch. 2,000 acres, as far as the eye can see. And it's my job to look after it and manage it.
Yeah, but what does a keeper do?
What's your name, son?
Adam.
Right, Adam. I'm Fred. Now take a look around you. What do you see?
Empty land? Sheep?
Empty. That couldn't be farther from the truth. This is very much a managed landscape. Now you see this patchwork effect across the moorland? That tells you that it's a managed piece of land. And managed by man, created by man. People like me, moorland gamekeepers, have been looking after moors like this for a couple of 100 years, particularly for the red grouse. But of course, lots of other species of birds and animals benefit also. The red grouse, you could say, is my best friend, but I'm certainly his best friend.
What's a grouse?
What's a grouse? Come on, I'll show you. Red grouse are fantastic birds, you know, Adam. The special thing about them is you don't find them anywhere else in the world. And we can't rear them like you can with partridges and pheasants. Totally wild. And they make fantastic parents also. You know, I've even seen them trying to fight off a hawk 10 times their size to protect the young and the eggs. And they mate and stay together till one of them or both of them are dead. Look, there's some grouse droppings there. You can see an adult bird roosted here last night. And look, not far off it, some chick droppings. Look at how smaller they are than the adult ones.
How many chicks do they have?
Well, it starts with the hen laying somewhere between 6 and 10 eggs. She then incubate them for between 21 and 24 days. And the great thing about them is they all hatch immediately together. They don't hatch over a period of days. It all happens at once. Within an hour, the whole brood of grouse can be out of the nest, running about, catching insects. Chicks live on insects for the first 3 to 4 weeks of their life. After that, they're on exactly the same diet as the adult birds, which is heather. They've got to mature quickly because it's a very harsh climate up here. Come on, let's go.
What's all this black stuff?
What do you think of this?
Charcoal?
No, it's heather, where I burnt it. Not just any old way, mind, you know. That's when the hill farmer comes out and helps us, because it's as beneficial to him as it is to me. If we can create this patchwork effect right across the moorland, it spreads the sheep out, and we create territories for the grouse.
What's a territory?
Well, a territory is a piece of ground that a pair of grouse will take up the spring station at. The cock grouse, which is the male, will protect this as much as he can, and he'll fight other cock grouse. It's very important that a pair of grouse have a territory, and it'll consist of long heather, And short heather. Long heather, of course, where it can get in out the way of hawks and falcons. And young heather, where they can graze. Like this, look. There's some young heather there that we've burnt. You see the mulch, or the mattress as we call it, this is where all the heather seed is. Heather seed will drop in over a period of years. And in fact, heather seed can actually lie dormant for something like 100 years. But when I've bent it, just across the top, mind, not into the peat where it'll do damage. Now a summer fire would be totally different. There's probably 1 metre of peat underneath where we are here. And a summer fire would actually go straight down, not across. And peat burns like coal. And that would devastate the whole moorland, that. It never comes back. You can see the black on the top and the brown on the bottom of the stick. The fire's gone over the top, but what it's did was it's cracked the seed, germinated it, let in the light, and immediately we've got a growth of lovely young nutritious heather, which the grouse absolutely thrive on. So there's a lot of thought goes into burning. It's not just done haphazardly. The keeper will have in his mind exactly where he wants to burn and under what wind. And it's always the autumn, the winter, or the very, very early spring. See, Adam, this burn's about 6-year-old. So there's half a dozen different types of plants on it. The light stuff is the bilberry, then you've got the heather, and look, some bell heather, that's already flowered. Crowberry, which has the big black berries on it. Also, I've got several different types of mosses, including sphagnum moss.
What's sphagnum moss?
Sphagnum moss is what makes peat. The whole moorland structure's built up on that, and it takes thousands of years for it to build up.
What did you say that stuff was?
Sphagnum moss.